Hey guys, it's Arcade and I'm back with another episode of FL Studio Crate Opening. And in this one you will actually get an FLP file that you chose in my poll that I had on my YouTube. And as you can see, here's the poll and you voted for hack enabled. So that is the FLP you will get in this episode. And I think it's pretty funny to have the poll before you can hear the projects. So there is this crate opening aspect where you can get something really good or something really bad. But yeah, I mean, at some point in this episode I'm gonna open the project and you'll see what it is, and then you can download it for free and check it out yourself. And by the way, in this series I open my unfinished FL Studio projects, show them to you, and then give away some of them to you. And so yeah, let's get started opening some projects. So I'm gonna start with this one, which is called Tamp 2. And let's open it up. And the official name for this project should have been Fast and Steady Wins the Race, because I'm really funny like that. I never finished it, but I actually think this is really good, so I might finish it someday. I thought it was really interesting, like really different from all the other projects. So here is how it sounds. And so yeah, that is pretty much it. I think it's a really cool project, it's pretty interesting. I don't think there's many tracks similar to this one. The reason I never finished it because I had to figure out the arrangement and I still didn't. But I think I'm gonna do that because it's a really unique track and I wanna finish it for sure. So we'll see, maybe I'll finish it. So I got some samples for the drums, really basic stuff. And then this cool bass. And then some chords. The cool thing about this track is there are so many counter melodies. Like you have this one that goes up. Then you have this bass that goes different direction. And then you have this melody that's completely different as well. I was kind of glad that you didn't vote for this track because I didn't really want to give it away because I want to finish it. But you didn't vote for this track, so it's all good. Anyways, now let's move on to project number 2. And this project is called Yeah No 2. always great names. And this one is actually from my How to Make Music Like OMFG video. I pretty much used the same project that I created in that video, but I wanted to create like new melodies and stuff. So this one uses the vocoder and it's kind of like OMFG style. It wasn't as good as the original, so I never finished it. It sounds like this. So yeah, I just wanted to have some fun with the vocoder again, so I tried to make this new track, but the melodies and stuff weren't as good as the original, but it was a lot of fun anyways, and yeah, I can show you the vocal again that I recorded, which is awful, but always fun to listen to. La 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 ya 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 ya. Okay, so okay, so that's the vocal that I use for the vocoder, and then when you enable the vocodecs, of course the melody affects the vocal. So fortunately, you don't have to hear the vocal actually. So yeah, that's how it works. You record yourself singing, and you use the melody to affect your vocal. And yeah, that's pretty much what I did. You can watch my OMFG tutorial to learn how to do this. And then I have these supporting sounds, this bass and these offbeat chords. I decided to not finish this one, and I started it mostly just for fun anyway. So this was this project. I think it's pretty funny, but not really that great. Now let's move on to the project number 3. And this is the one you chose in the poll, so it will be given away to you. You can download it, link will be in the description. So let's see what you will get. And yeah, the story behind this project is that I wanted to create a song by cheating, hence the name Hacks Enabled, and by cheating I mean using a lot of loops and MIDI files to make this song, and that's pretty much what I did. So this project consists from a lot of loops, and it's a dubstep project, and I think it sounds pretty good at the end. Even though there is a lot of loops, I like cut them up a lot, so I made a pretty unique dubstep track, I would say, and this is how it sounds, and this is what you will get as well, so enjoy.
Turn the bass up.
And yeah, at this point I pretty much stopped with this project. I actually wanted to make a tutorial on how you can like cheat in music, and maybe I will make that tutorial. And this was pretty much one of the examples. You can use loops, but I think it sounds pretty good and it's a good template for a dubstep track, so I think it chose pretty well. So you get some basic drum beat right here, and this snare is just fucking awesome, and then bunch of sounds and a sub bass. And yeah, that's the dubstep project, that's the Hacks Enabled project that you will get. Link will be in the description. You chose it yourself, and I think it's one of the better projects you could choose, so congratulations. This is the crate you opened, pretty much. And yeah, now let's move on to the next project. The next project is called Get Weird. This project actually got the second most votes, and here is what it is. I was trying to do something unique, but it just didn't like resonate with me as much, so I never finished it. But here's how it sounded. that is pretty much it. So I thought it was a pretty cool project, but not cool enough to be released. Ambient project, I would say. And then the main theme for the project is that everything has this attack and everything like has this breathing effect. And yeah, that's pretty much the main theme for this project. It's kind of like a chill ambient track. Never really thought to finish it because it's just not that good. So now let's move on to project number 5, which is called Mood. I was actually inspired by Virtual Self Ghost Voices track. It was pretty unique, so I thought I'm gonna try to make something along those lines. And this is what I made. It's like a trance tech house type of track. And this is how it sounds. Here's where the trance style comes in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's a really good idea. This part of the track is really interesting, I think. Just really basic, but that's what tech house is pretty much. And then I'm starting to play around with some melodies. And then finally there's this part where the melody evolves completely, and then there's this trance part. And I don't think it's that great, but I think the melodies are pretty good and it really created this cool emotion, I'd say. So yeah, I might get back to this project maybe in the future, and maybe not, because that's what I do. I start projects and never finish them, but that's okay. And now it's time for the last project, which is a bonus project, and it's called Suck or whatever. And I didn't include this in the poll because it uses only Nexus presets, and it's just a fun project that is really short, so I didn't even want you to like get it because it would be useless. But it's actually a rock song. So like nobody ever makes rock in FL Studio, so I thought I'm just gonna give it a shot. And here's how it sounds. I actually got the Nexus guitar expansion, so I thought I'm gonna test it out, and I made this little rock song. So yeah, enjoy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This was a lot of fun to make. Sometimes I just make music for fun and never mean to release it. This was one of those times. Anyways, and that's pretty much it for this episode of FL Studio crate opening. This time you get this dubstep project called Hacks Enabled. Check out the link in the description to get it. And let me know what you thought of the projects. Which one did you like the most? And are you happy that you got the Hacks Enabled project, or would you rather get another one? And remember, there will be another episode and there will be another poll that you can vote on. Check out my community tab to see the poll and hopefully you get another cool project. And make sure to check out my sample packs on my site goldclassaudio.com. There is a lot of cool sample packs and a lot of free downloads as well. And use the code ARCADE to get $5 off. Also check out my SoundCloud if you want to listen to my music. Link will be also in the description. And that is pretty much it for this episode of FL Studio crate opening. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.